Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Seb's SMS. Yes guys, as usual, I'm sending you a message about strengths and weaknesses. What you call weaknesses. For me, there's no weaknesses, but that's what we're going to talk about. If you want to know, what do I mean by that? How do you recognize your strengths and weaknesses like that? For me, which is limitation. Stay tuned with me. I'm gonna send you this message. You better catch it. Let's go. Come on.
Sebastian Baton is now very much the Anglophile.
I'm sending you a message. You better catch it.
But when it comes to the football,
What's happening, my people? How are you? Saturday morning session. Seb's SMS. I'm sending you this message. How was your week? Have you been doing? Talk to me, tell me, have you been doing great, amazing, not so good? It all depends. My week was alright. Not crazily good, it was alright. That's why I'm a bit bitter, because when it's alright, for me it's not good enough. But I'm working on it. It's not because it's not good enough for me that I should beat myself up. It happens. You don't always, play the best game of your life. So you don't always have the best week of your life. But that made me think, and that got me thinking about, I said, you didn't use your left foot properly. My left foot and my head when I was playing football were my strength. That's what I thought they were. But you always hear and listen people talking to you say, use your strength, or no, that's your weaknesses. Listen to me. For me, there's no such a thing as a weaknesses. As my coach, Mustafa the Moose Ghanem, shout out, taught us, and I truly believe, is the overuse of your strength that manufacture and create your weaknesses. And that's what I want to talk about. I don't want you to think, it's my weaknesses, therefore that's going to create a limited belief, because you think, I'm not good enough, I'm not good at that, therefore that's the reason why I can't perform or I can't do that. I wasn't naturally gifted on my right foot, because I was naturally left-footed. So when the ball was played on my left foot, it was natural. There was some position that when the ball came on my left foot, I could play one touch. But when the ball came onto my right foot, I saw it because I've been told that, and I didn't believe in my right foot at the start. I saw that as a weaknesses. So therefore, I'm not going to use it. I'm going to think about it a little bit more, and that's what we do. But when you overuse your strength, when you're using your strength too much, that becomes a weakness. That becomes a limitation. That turns into a limitation. Let's take an example. Think about what you do ever so good. What is your gift? Think about that. What comes to you easy and is hard for others? Let's say you're very sociable. You're so interacting with people, you're so attracting people, so you got so much energy, it's mad. But when you do that too much, that's when people might be thinking, what's wrong with him or with her? She seems fake, or that's not even possible. But because you're so people person, you're so welcoming people, that's your strength, that's your gift. That's what's going to get you to certain places, your ability to interact with people. That's an example, and that's a strength. But when you overuse it, that might play against you. So what you've been building with one hand, you can tear it down with another hand. That's not a weakness per se. It's when you don't realize that I'm overusing it. That's how we create our weaknesses. So therefore, how do we go about that? You got to be self-aware. You got to be self-aware about, okay, when and around whom am I doing that too much? In which situation? You got to look at yourself, sit down. Okay, let me write down, let me journal. every time I encounter this type of result. Because it's not that you have weaknesses. You don't. You have so much strength, so much quality. You don't have flaws per se. You overuse. I am very straightforward. I'm direct. So I'm talking to you, and it took me a while even to understand that when I came into UK. When I came into UK, it was difficult for me because for me it was a strength. I was talking, I was direct, straightforward. What you see is what you get, without being disrespectful. But for me, that was my way to be, and it was always working for me. But when I was being too direct, I could easily be seen as rude or somebody heartless, with no empathy. It's the overuse of my strength who manufactured my weaknesses. And what about you? I want you to think about yourself. Write it down, because if over a week you've encountered that situation several times, what does that mean? That means, that's gonna trigger an alarm bell in your head, and you're gonna be able not to change yourself, but you're gonna be able to tone it down a little bit. It's like my brother think, you know what? I'm not good at headers. I'm big, I'm strong, but in the air, I'm not good. No, stop saying that to yourself. You are wiring your brain to, I'm not good enough, I can't do that. Therefore, when the situation is gonna come, your brain, your body's not gonna be ready to execute the task. You can do it. Don't say to yourself that, no, this is your weaknesses, therefore I'm not going to use that. That's not how we do. So guys, remember, there is no such a thing as weaknesses. You have so much strength within you, so much good thing that sometimes it can play against you. And that's when we're going to look at ourselves. Even when we have an argument with somebody, when that person pisses you off, for example, a person is so caring that the person, when she cares way too much, she or he seems to be a little bit like with no life, no identity. That's the overuse. It seems to be somebody's gonna wait for you to tell him what to do, because he's so supportive, so loyal to people. You know what I'm saying? And I want you to look at yourself in those situations. How do you overuse your strength? That create your weaknesses, manufacture your weaknesses. Once again, thanks to Moose, and because you're gonna give credit to people. I'm learning, and I want to teach you as well. We want to become the best version of ourselves. So guys, when you get on that green rectangle, what does that represent? Your life only. You know the drill. Take what is yours. That belongs to you. You haven't stolen it. You gotta become the best version of yourself. Challenge yourself, because there's so much that you can get on the end of it. It would be a big loss, a waste for you to not even challenge yourself a little bit more every single day, every single week. It doesn't have to be massive, but take what is yours. I'm begging you, take what's yours, and you see it's worth it, because at the end of difficulty, there's blessing and there's reward. So guys, that was your homeboy Seb Basson. Listen to me. The power, the strength, the happiness, the improvement, the limitation. We don't only take it. What we're doing, we snatch it. That was your homeboy, your guy, Seb Basson. Always here to serve you. Listen, thumbs up, subscribe, pass it around. I'll see you next week. Stay safe. Lots of love. Bye-bye.